side topping Division 1B this year and gaining promotion last weekend. Now they were up against a Galway team hoping to make it to the last four for the third year in a row. Commentary is from Ger Canning.
Waterford switched their goalkeepers this afternoon and Ian O'Regan is now between the posts, while Stephen Bennett gets a late call up in place of Tom Devine. Galway's Jason Flynn returns to the starting 15 after last week's loss to Dublin. And there's a recall as well for Pádraig Mannion. He comes in as a replacement for Greg Lally. Austin Gleeson trying to get it away for Waterford. Reinforcements arrived. That was Barry Coughlin. And finally Taig de Burka. Big huge one down. Collected here by Paul Killeen. And that is beautifully over the bar. Really good work done by the captain, Kevin Moran. And this breeze really is a very, very strong one today. So I think Galway will be happy enough if they're only 4 or 5 points behind. Very definitely the onus is on Waterford to use the elements. That's all the way up here as far as Brian O'Halloran. O'Halloran looking for a second Waterford point, and he's landed it. Beautiful score. Picked up again here by Kevin Moran. He's given great leadership over the years. That's inside towards Stephen Bennett. And the former minor star not able to get on the end of this one. Cleared well by Colm Calnan. Trying to pick out a colleague who was Gearóid McInerney. And Waterford with that breeze are certainly making a very big impression early on. Looking like this will be one of those games where it's a tale of two halves. Case of using the strong wind. Gearóid McInerney down here as far as Joseph Cooney, lost his way initially, then Joe Canning picked out Andy Smith, one Port Dominic man to another, and Smith's shot lands beautifully over. Very well struck by Andy Smith, very well created by Galway. Back out by Michael Brick Walsh, delivered eventually by Kevin Moran. Huge one down, but only one player up there to aim at, and that one player, Jake Dillon, outnumbered. David Collins gets to it first. Collins goes on a little solo, into the wind, gives the ball away poorly. Final shot is by Kevin Moran, and Kevin Moran drives it over. His second point of this match, his fourth in this year's Alliance campaign. Lots and lots of Waterford bodies there. And the one who wins it is Gleeson. Out as far as Shane Fives. Fives with a huge one down. Brilliantly cut by Jake Dillon. Dillon looking for a scoring chance. And Dillon inside the left-hand upright and over the bar. Good work by Jake Dillon. Very fine team point. Well, how will Galway use the wind at their backs now for the second 35 minutes? Waterford with a very, very interesting system of play where they play the ball out of defence in measured fashion, up as far as Stephen Bennett here. Little knock back, didn't quite work out that time. Comes to Joseph Cooney, and Cooney manages to get it away out of danger. Down to Joe Canning. Hasn't been a goal chance so far in this match, none here either, but there is a point. Joe Canning's first point to come from open play. Ian O'Regan's puck out. That's Greg Lally with his first touch there. Comes back to Iarla Tannion, swings on it. In here as far as Cathal Mannion. Mannion off his left-hand side, and that is 2 in a row for Galway. The first player other than Joe Canning in the forward line to get a point alongside his name. Brick Walsh, using his experience, crouching, bending. Pádraig Mahoney again. Back in here. An opportunity, Dunford trying to dart through here, outside the square, goes down. Johnny Cohen knocks it out. Out as far as Jason Flynn, helped out by Gearóid McInerney. Out of danger. Still 5 points between them. Back by Philip Mahoney once again. Collected here well. And that is Maurice Shanahan. And Shanahan's first touch puts that ball over the bar. An immediate impact for the substitute Maurice Shanahan. Ian O'Regan pucking it out. Missed by Garroyd McInerney. Pádraig Mahoney instead for Waterford, sending it down here to Maurice Shanahan. Shanahan there, able to take it up. Hanbury after him. And Maurice Shanahan now recycles back as far as Tom Devine. And the substitute gets a lovely score. Long ball down, collected by Greg Lally. We're already, after playing over the 1 minute of stoppage time, it's all over. And Waterford have beaten Galway on their own Walsh Park here this afternoon amid great excitement. Waterford 20 points, Galway 12.
In terms of simulating our performance for the 7th of June against Cork, it's a great practice, and it's great for these young guys in terms of their development that they can be involved in the last 4 of Ireland in the national competition.
Yeah, well, a deserved win for the Déise down in Walsh Park this afternoon. And Cyril Farrell, you know, this Waterford team is worth keeping an eye on because this is a new-look side over the last 12 months or so. And they're looking not bad, you know. Yeah,
you'd have to praise Dermot McGrath and his management team. They're the only unbeaten team left in the league, and they're gone unbeaten all year. They drew one match, but they're playing lovely possession, kind of controlled hurling. And they have a lot of young fellas in, like, you know, new guys, Coughlin, Gleeson, Ty de Burka, you know, like up front, Jimmy Barron. They're all playing well, and they're playing very controlled hurling. They were always in control. And I suppose the surprising thing tonight was, Michael, or today during the match, was Galway won the toss and elected to play against a very, very strong breeze. Now, they're away from home. Waterford got on top early on, popped over lovely scores, 9 points up. And unless you got a few goals, it's going to be very hard to come back into. But like, there was no doubt about it. Like, Galway just weren't at the races, and Waterford are a team to reckon with. They'll fancy their chances, you know, in the semi-final. Plus in the championship, like, they're going to be playing Cork, 2 very open, nice hurling teams, and you know, they're a joy to watch. They're the new team on the block.
Oh, they are. There's no doubt about that. OK, time now to see how the other 3 quarter-finals went over the weekend. Starting